Here is a letter from Kevin McCarthy as we talk about the different things that they're, running on. It's a letter from Kevin McCarthy, posted a letter to House Republican Conference when they talk about what we're going to run on in 2022 in the coming weeks. Like we've just heard, if you listen to Rick Scott, priority number one is the saluting the flag and teaching people that America is great and somewhere in their education. And then number two is no race questions on forms. That's number two. And then they do crime and immigration. Here is... This is, if you look at this letter here, it says, first, thanks to you who took part in the August listening tour.
Sounds fun.
Et cetera, et cetera. The diligent work of our members task force over the past years has led while Democrats have been shown to always, okay. At the top of this thing, it says, commitment is what transforms a promise into reality.
Beautiful.
Abraham Lincoln. Now, I don't know what... promises they're making, I guess the Pledge of Allegiance and whatnot. And it's attributed to Abraham Lincoln, of course, as you know, one of probably the most famous of Republicans. Of course, back then, Republicans were quite a different party. Democrats were too, at different times. And but the thing that marks this Republican Party is that commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. It also, commitment is, I guess, not doing any research on when you put a quote at the top of your letter. Because it turns out that, according to the Daily Beast Sam Brody, you see this? It's not actually a Lincoln quote. It is apropos, though, because it is a quote from a Lehman Brothers ad from the 1980s. I don't think we have the ad. It was a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal, I think, at the time. And we should also say Lehman Brothers was one of the biggest trading firms to go under in the 2008 financial crisis. They were heavily leveraged, and they just collapsed.
They looked into mortgage-backed securities as close as they looked into Lincoln quotes, I guess.
Right, exactly. There you go. Well done.
This is Wells Fargo, was said by Gandhi.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even Lincolnian. Like, Lincoln was pithy and funny. That is just some sort of...
No, it sounds like a quote out of Wolf of Wall Street, right? Where they're like in between doing lines.
Yeah, and that language doesn't even... Using those words in that way does not sound like it's coming from the 19th century. Nevertheless, there it is. Could be no better way to articulate the, what they're promising. I guess Pledge of Allegiance, like a completely performative. An ad from the Wall Street Journal for Lehman Brothers seems completely appropriate at that time.